Hi, my name is GCelentano, and I'd like to introduce you to Jersey's finest brew pub. So how did I come up with the idea to start a brew pub? Well, let me tell you a quick version behind the idea. Meet Dave. Dave was one of my coworkers. He's a 35-year-old business professional married with 2 children and enjoys the occasional brew after work. One day I was walking out of the office and I overheard my coworkers discussing where they want to go for happy hour next week. They were talking about different restaurants and bars around work, but no one seemed interested in these places. They talked about some of the newer bars, but they were kind of far away from work. So as I walked out the door, still couldn't figure out where they wanted to go. While I was driving home, I started thinking about where could I stop on the way home to, unwind, have a quick beer. I actually couldn't think of anything except for one local restaurant that offered really the variety that I was looking for. Couldn't think of any brew pubs. Being a passionate home brewer for the past 6 years or so, as much as I love brewing beer at home, I also want to be able to go somewhere locally and sit down and enjoy a good quality beer. This led to the idea of Jersey's finest brew pub being born. Jersey's finest brew pub will be located in northwest New Jersey, within Morris County. We'll offer a variety of locally crafted beers with superior quality, competitive pricing, and the best value for cost. We'll have a staff that's knowledgeable of all the beers we offer, and they'll be able to share information and recommendations according to what customers likes and dislikes. We'll create a memorable experience for customers who are looking for a place to stop on the way home from work, or a group of coworkers looking for a place to hold a happy hour or private event, or just really anyone looking for a taste of high quality brew. Jersey's Finest will stand out by utilizing new technology called the Smart Brewing System that will allow quicker brewing with a smaller space. Also, you'll be able to control the system using an iPad or an iPhone. This will allow for easy brewing and the ability to carry the variety that customers are really looking for. We'll also use locally sourced ingredients to brew specific beers that are marketed as truly local beers. So let's talk a little bit about the brewing industry. So the brewing industry is a $32.7 billion industry with profits of approximately $3 billion. The 10 to 15-year annual growth is estimated at 3.1%. The brewing industry has a high level of market share concentration, with the 4 largest brewers generating 67.5% of the revenue. That's Miller Coors and Anheuser-Busch InBev. They dominate the industry, and they're responsible for the majority of all premium beer production within the U.S. So over the past 5 years, the industry has been changing with more small players entering the market. And although small-scale independent brewers represent a small portion of the industry in terms of revenue, the popularity of craft beers has led to a significant growth in this class of brewers. So now let's talk about our target market. So our target market, we've divided potential customers into 2 major categories: beer connoisseurs and professionals. Beer connoisseurs will be drawn to Jersey's Finest for their love and passion for beer. The main appeal to this segment will be the large number of hard-to-find beers that are available at our brew pub. The professionals will be considered the general bar-attending public from the area. This group will be drawn to the bar after work or on weekends to relax in a friendly and classy environment. Our potential customers are male between the ages of 30 and 39 years of age, a full-time professional that earns $50,000 or more with a college degree. A potential customer can be single, married, or have kids. They also have some disposable income and are willing to spend a few extra dollars on a high-quality beer. So how do we plan on getting our target market into the facility? So the first step in the marketing plan is to make a great beer. If we're making a great beer, the marketing becomes a lot easier. First-time tasters become more likely to turn into repeat customers. And if we tell our story effectively, they'll start to tell all their friends. Both advertising and word of mouth will play a big part in the success of Jersey's Finest. We'll try to appeal to both new and repeat customers with a unique advertising campaign and a large online presence. We'll utilize both traditional and non-traditional marketing to generate the desired noise about Jersey's finest brew cup. We'll be using various social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube to cover a wide range of potential customers, develop lasting relationships, and communicate with our target market more effectively. We utilize social media to allow customers to vote for which beers they want to see featured each week. We'll also create a YouTube channel that will provide virtual tours for our brewery and the atmosphere that customers can expect when they come to the brewery. For each beer that we brew, we'll create a video of what goes into it. This will help convey the passion and talent that goes into every single brew. We'll also participate in beer festivals to get our name out there and allow people to taste our brews. This gives us an opportunity to talk to the people and tell our story, giving them something to remember in addition to the best tasting beer. Another part of the marketing strategy will be loyalty program for our customers. Our loyalty program can track which beers the customers tried, will also allow us to host invitation-only release parties for members to taste new beers before anyone else can. This not only shows gratitude for the members' loyalty, it also promotes an element of exclusivity. Earlier we spoke about the competitive nature of this industry. We'll take a closer look now at the local competition. So there's a few places in Morris County that a customer can get a superior quality craft beer with a really large selection. So some of our local competitors will be High Point Brewing Company, Long Valley Pub and Brewery, and Morris Tap and Grill. High Point Brewing Company is also called Rammstein. It's America's premier brewer of German-style lagers and wheat beer. Founder and driving force of Rammstein is an award-winning brewer who trained and brewed professionally in southern Germany. And they distribute their beers to local restaurants and offer tours and tastings. The Long Valley Pub and Brewery brews beer on site, has a 7-barrel brewing system, and they're currently producing about 800 barrels a year. They offer handcrafted brews, seasonal and special brews, beer tours, virtual tours. And they also offer take-home growlers. They have live entertainment on the weekends, and they have an outside area that's open during the winter month. Morris Tap and Grill, they're a destination of choice for people looking for a great restaurant in Randolph, New Jersey. They're known for great food, amazing beer selection, and a friendly atmosphere. Considered one of the very best places in the area to enjoy craft beer. Constantly rotate their selection and continuously update the tap list. So some of the key success factors of a successful brew pub are the atmosphere, quality product, variety of product, price, and the location. So we utilize a competitive assessment table to evaluate our business compared to our competition. As you can see here, one of our largest competitors is going to be Morris Tap and Grill. The advantages we offer over Morris Tap and Grill are in-house brewing. This will allow us to have a larger variety and quicker change than they do. Our competitors also don't offer a loyalty program like ours, and that'll be a big part of our business. It's not only important to have high-quality product or facility and staff that welcomes customers, it's also important to have good, knowledgeable people to run the business. Jersey's Finest is a fairly small business and require a simple organizational structure. Start out with me as the president and owner, and I have about 10 years experience in operations management, some retail experience, and I worked in IT for 4 years. I've also been a passionate home brewer for the past 6 years and created a lot of recipes with a variety of different beers. So then we have Michael Gann, who will assume the position of controller and finance manager, and he brings 15 plus years to in the finance field with budgeting, financial planning and analysis, accounting, auditing. He'll help keep the finances in line here. Also, in addition to his finance background, he also partnered in opening a local restaurant in 2012. So his experience in finance and startup business played an important role in the organization. Currently have an open position for the operations manager. This individual will oversee all operations from the back of house and the front of house. They'll be responsible for maintaining the highest level of guest satisfaction. Next we have Jason Shaw, who will be the head brewer. Jason's been a home brewer for the past 10 years and recently worked in a local brewery at an entry-level position over the last year, gaining some valuable experience in the industry. In addition to homebrewing experience, he'll also receive training on new equipment from our manufacturer. Um, we'll also utilize one of our gurus who was pivotal throughout our testing phase as a consultant when we need them. Utilizing a guru as a consultant will allow us to receive advice from someone who has experience in the industry, has been through the startup phase. So now let's talk a minute about social responsibility and sustainability. So our commitment to sustainability extends to ensure that our product is produced in a responsible and sustainable manner. All our suppliers are expected to conduct business in an ethical manner and to comply with all laws and regulations. We'll monitor our suppliers' performance on a variety of factors, ranging from safety to environmental performance, through a vendor code of conduct that'll be signed by all suppliers along with on-site observations. This vendor code of conduct communicates our values and expectations for our business partners. Also, 5% of all of our sales from our local beers will be donated to Allsteed Farms in Chester, New Jersey here to help contribute to the startup of organic growing process for the ingredients required for brewing. Allsteed will become another local source for our ingredients. So we realize that starting a business is not a simple task, and there will be some bumps in the road and concerns that arise. One of the largest risks that exist is the growing craft beer industry, which leads to the increase in competition. There have also been several concerns over ingredient availability. Purchasing a smart brewing system provides the opportunity for us to purchase all our ingredients from a vendor. And not only provides the equipment, but also sources ingredients from around the world. We're not going to limit ourselves to just one supplier, and we'll also utilize a local supplier for our ingredients. Starting a business always involves a risk of time and money. Expected amount of time and money can easily double if we don't plan correctly. So we've spoken to numerous business owners in the field and kind of help us to try to mitigate the unexpected delays. So obtaining all of the required licenses and permits can also be very time consuming and involve a lot of paperwork. We actually already started on planning that and filling out all of our required paperwork. So as you can see here, we have quite a list of milestones with completed dates and anticipated completion dates. Some of the key milestones I'd like to point out are securing our financing, which we plan to do by April of 2016, signing a lease on our building by October of this year, and then as soon as we sign that lease, we want to start renovations. We hope to have those renovations completed by January of 2017, installing the new equipment by January, and then we plan on brewing our first batch by the end of that month also, and then opening the doors to the public in February of 2017. So now let's talk about some of our financials. Jersey's finance is going to require a large startup investment to purchase equipment and renovate the building that we end up leasing. We're looking to obtain that funding by April of 2016. Majority of the investment money is going to be used to obtain all the necessary permits and deposit for the building, along with monthly rent, improvements to the building, in order to facilitate our equipment, purchasing that equipment, and covering our staff salaries. Plan to set aside some of the investment money to be used as working capital. So what are our sales expectations? Well, sales are going to begin in February of 2017. Our first monthly profits will begin in May of 2017, but we will not be profitable for an entire year until the second year. Sales are going to increase by 1% per month in the first year. Cost of goods is going to slightly decrease over these years also. So in year one, our net profit is estimated as a loss of $60,000, and by year two, quarter one, we conservatively estimated a net profit of $93,000, which will steadily increase our profits over the next 4 years. By the end of the second year, we estimate our ending cash balance to be about $1.4 million. And here you can see our break-even estimates. So our funding information. Jersey's Finest is seeking an investment of $400,000 from an investor in order to begin our operations. The investor will be offered a 40% equity share in the company. This funding will allow us to obtain a building and all the materials needed along with the personnel needed. Jersey's Finest is going to have a net present value of $9.03 million with an ROI of 530% based on projected cash flow for 5 years. A 40% equity stake in the company for the investor results in a 212% ROI for the 5-year period. So as you can see, this is a growing industry, and we put together a team that has the skills and experience to run a profitable business. So I want to thank you for your time and consideration, and I look forward to hearing from you in the near future.